I wanted to hear you out because I did have a prefixed judgment of you, but I wanted to hear you out. And then that interaction kind of confirmed what I prejudged. So.
Okay.
All right. No, she's someone that's your type.
She's definitely a catch.
Thank you.
But, I think you was wrong with that. The fixation height that y'all women have, that's a
Don't
problem.
say y'all. I never spoke on your height.
You just spoke on the height.
No, I never spoke on your height. I never spoke on your height. I said what you did on your previous episodes was distasteful to me, but I wanted to give you a chance to come out here and interact with you myself. I actually wanted to answer one of your questions, which is why I had my balloon unpopped. But you got, I won't say sassy. You got defensive with her. And I didn't appreciate that, and I feel like you were like that on the previous episodes, and I saw it in real life.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another exciting episode where an older man, that's me, Marvin Kane, gives you my opinion and my reaction to the popular dating show Pop the Balloon or Find Love. So I pay attention to the body language. I make comments on their dress, how the outfits speak for them before they even open their mouths. And I even talk about the interactions that they have in between each other. Now, I'm not always right, but I'm not always wrong either, but it's very insightful. So check us out to the end. Let's see if a match is made. So Arlette is about to bring out.
Okay, energy. All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and bring out our first single guy.
And these are our 10 ladies.
Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
Brian.
Okay, we heard his name. I tried to stop it before, but we heard his name. But Brian, very quickly, seems very unsure of himself. He comes out again. Here's a man who's dressed based on his cultural upbringing. So he's got on his chain, and he's got a chain on his waist. Looks like a motorcycle guy. He's got his tats on his wrist. He's got the same type of silver chain on his bracelet on his arm, ring. He likes silver. And we notice that he's looking down. I don't know why there's ever a reason to look down like you're looking down at the floor unless you're very uncomfortable. So he looks to be uncomfortable. His hair, he looks like he got a fresh cut. He's smiling a little bit, but I think he's very, very nervous, very intimidated. He's not as tall as Arlette, maybe just approaching, so he's a little short guy. Maybe that's the reason for the pops that came in, because I did notice two women on here who I've actually had the privilege of talking about once before. One at a date, guess it didn't work out, so we're going to have to look that up. But yeah, let's go ahead. Let's see what else we can learn about our friend.
Brian, how old are you?
41.
And what do you do?
I'm an aircraft mechanic.
All right. Now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
I like to go to lounges. I like to read. I like to write. I got a book out, The Perfect Match. I'm sure everybody know that already.
Oh, that's why they popped. He's been on the show before, and he was kind of ugly. He looks completely different. Before, I think he was a little more dressed up, and now he's dressed down, and, hey, we'll see what happens. So they recognized him. That was interesting.
I like to have a good time. That's it.
All right. And what do you look for in a woman?
Class, grace, ladylike, God-fearing woman,
Okay.
stuff like that.
Nice. And what are some deal breakers?
Let me make sure I get this right.
Please do.
Multiple baby daddies.
Okay.
Can't do that. If you have multiple children, I can, as long as you're from one guy. It doesn't matter if you was married to him or not. As long as he's from one guy, I could deal with that.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Okay. All right. Sounds
Okay.
good. So we did get some pop balloons. Let's go on over there and see why they ended up popping.
All right.
Okay. We'll start here with your name and age.
I'm Sydney, and I'm 28.
And Sydney, what do you do?
I'm an assistant principal at an elementary school.
And so what?
Hold up. Seriously? She dressed like that. She's an assistant principal. Doesn't she know that shows like this stay on the internet for like forever? So if she ever wanted to become principal, is that what you want your principal to look like? Wow, she popped on him. Amazing. That's amazing to me.
Did you end up popping your balloon?
Just not my type physically.
Okay. And what makes him not your type?
He's got too many clothes
Probably
on.
the height, even though I'm short, but I usually don't. Just the height.
Okay. Yeah. And how tall are you?
I'm 5 foot.
Okay. Brian, how tall are you?
5'7".
5'7". Okay. Now,
Wow,
is
it's
she
still
someone that's your
popping.
type?
Definitely.
Thank you.
Definitely. It's a shame you popped on me. You know, and you say only because of height?
Only because of height, because you look good. I like your
Okay.
eyes, your
Okay.
skin tone.
All right.
Yeah.
So what's the fixation with the height?
Just because I'm just so small and little, I want someone just big. If that makes sense.
Protection.
You want
She's
somebody to
looking for a
tower over you?
protector.
Okay.
Is that what it is?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's done.
All right, over here, your name and age.
I'm Alicia and I'm 29.
And Alicia, what do you do?
I'm a content creator.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I think we're both vets to the show. I've seen you on the show. I do think you're a little strict for me. I do tend to date taller guys, and we've just had some interesting interactions on the internet. I don't know. You're a little spicy on the internet. You've said some not nice things to me, so.
Oh, to you directly?
Yeah, I just feel like it was just after a catch up or something. We just had an interesting interaction, and I just didn't like the way you handled me on the internet. I thought it was a little rude.
Wow.
So, Brian,
He can't say
anything you want to
nothing.
say? And is she also someone that's your type?
I mean, she looks good, right? But I think I would pass.
That's fair.
The thing you're speaking about on the internet, you called me sassy in the comments. I really didn't appreciate that. I thought that was disrespectful, right? And I said something back to you, and that was pretty much it, really. But I think you're moving a little too fast. I really don't think you're here for love, to be honest with you. Last time you said you had your homegirl with you on the episode.
You're
I really
promoting a
don't think
book.
y'all was really.
You came out and basically like promoted your book. So I thought that was a little interesting as well. But I am here for love. You're not my type.
I doubt
and
that,
thank
baby.
you.
I doubt that, but
That's
it's
okay.
cool.
We're not
It's
here for
cool.
you. Mwah.
Let's move on.
Wow, that was an interesting interaction.
Your name and age.
Big,
Hi, I'm
beautiful
Alexis,
smile.
and I'm 30 years old.
And Alexis, what do you do?
I'm doing well, thank you. So I'm a teacher by day and an entrepreneur by night.
Okay, you look a lot better than the principal.
Okay. What kind of businesses do you have?
It's a cold pressed juice business.
Nice. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
Outside of the height, you said you like to go to lounges, and I'm not big on lounges, so that's ultimately why.
Okay.
Is she someone that's your type?
She's nice.
Thank you.
I would approach her. But,
With a ladder.
you know, lounges as a deal breaker for you, I don't really understand that, but okay.
Farewell.
Definitely.
Let's go over here. Your name and age.
My name is Chanel and I'm 30.
Chanel, what do you do?
I manage a business, a birth and postpartum business. Thank you.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
For starters, you had me a little perplexed from seeing you on other episodes. So that was probably the initial thing. And then outside of that, I think you're just a little bit older than my preference. But outside of that, you're very attractive.
Okay. Appreciate that.
And is there anything specific that caught you off guard about him, about other episodes?
Oh no, I like it's just like the interaction, maybe like a little bit of like again perplexed, like a little shocking kind of shock factor with the way that you kind of communicated your desires or your like things that you're not interested in. So, yeah.
Okay.
Now, she's someone that's your type.
She looks good. She looks good. I love the chocolate. I love the shoes. Everything looks good. I love the teeth. You got it
Thank
together.
you so
know,
much.
but get to know me. Ask questions. Don't judge me for past episodes. Don't worry about none of that. Don't worry about what I tell the next woman. Focus on what I tell you.
Okay.
You know.
See how that's what they mean. He is so rough. That wasn't condescending. What is the term for that? It was just unnecessary for him to even say that. You can't tell people to forget what they've seen. That's a part of your character, man. Look, when you're seen in public, that's your resume. This is his resume being on the show.
I'm saying? So you could have been a match, but you didn't pop.
Likewise, Brian.
Thank you. Let's go here. Your name and age.
Survivors.
Makara, 29.
And Makara, what do you do?
I'm a therapist.
Nice. And why did you end up popping your balloon?
It's solely just height for me. Height is a big preference for me, so that was just it.
No, we have to ask, how tall are you?
I'm 5'5".
And look at Brian's face. And Brian, now she's someone that's your type.
She's good. She's good. I just think it's a cop-out, you know? That's the first thing y'all talk about is height. I think it's a cop-out. I think it's an easy thing to say, oh, he's not my height. But if I was up here talking about your weight, if I was up here talking about the weave, the lashes, and everything like
I
that,
have weave.
then it would go
From my head.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Now, the lady that just popped, she was on here before that's looking at us. I forget her name. She is a psychotherapist. She's not going for that rudeness. And she was like, I'm not dealing with this drama.
If you feel like I'm less of a man because I'm shorter than the 6 feet,
I
then
didn't say
that's
that.
a
You
problem.
said that. All I said was I didn't like your height for me.
I
That was my
understand.
preference. That
I
was
get
it.
you. I understand. I mean,
I
it's
wish you
cool,
well,
but I'm
though.
just, it's always what, the second or third one talking about height. So I just want to bring it to forefront about what's the problem with that. What's the fixation y'all women have with height?
Okay.
It's preference. Like, guys, we don't, look, I like women. I mean, I don't even care about how height. Me personally, I've dated women taller than me. We've got along really, really great. I've dated women my eye level. I actually prefer women just a little shorter. I mean, it's just my thing.
And all that. Listen, I got enough confidence and enough prosperity to be able to stand taller than the tallest guy in the room.
Okay.
You heard me? But you won't
I
experience
love that for
so.
you. I hope somebody experiences that.
For sure.
Wow, he is so
Okay,
argumentative.
let's head back this way. Your name and age.
Jordan, 27.
And
Okay,
Jordan, what do you do?
I am a therapist and I own a small business selling hair care products.
Okay. Now, before we jump into why you ended up popping your balloon, we did have you on the show before and you ended up matching, but what happened?
We were not aligned. And I would love to elaborate, but I don't think I will without him here to say his side of it. So, but we were not a match.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
I told y'all that. I told you that. Oh my gosh. I want to figure out a way to put some of these clips together, these people, and boy, I would love to hear her say that. They were not a match.
So why did you end up popping your balloon?
So like the other lady said, I have seen you on previous episodes and I did find it a little distasteful, but I've never met you in person. I wanted to give you a chance. That's why I had it unpopped. But then I witnessed it for myself. The same distaste I kind of saw in the last episodes. To be specific, I guess I'll say, I think you say you're very confident, but when somebody brings up height, you get very defensive, which is not indicative of confidence.
She is psychoanalyzing. I love it. And she is absolutely on point. He is defensive about something that if it's not a problem, he shouldn't be. He's talking too much.
And so for me, I wanted to hear you out because I did have a prefixed judgment of you, but I wanted to hear you out. And then that interaction kind of confirmed what I prejudged. So.
Okay.
All right. No, she's someone that's your type.
She's
Of course.
good. She's definitely a catch.
Thank you.
But, I think he was wrong with that. The fixation height that y'all women have, that's a
Don't
problem.
say y'all. I never spoke on your height.
You just spoke on the height.
No, I never spoke on
just
your
spoke
height.
on the height.
I never spoke on your height. I said what you did on your previous episodes was distasteful to me, but I wanted to give you a chance to come out here and interact with you myself. I actually wanted to answer one of your questions, which is why I had my balloon unpopped. But you got, I won't say sassy. You got defensive with her. And I didn't appreciate that, and I feel like you were like that on the previous episodes, and I saw it in real life.
That's not you. That's a whole nother woman. So you're a girl's girl?
Define girl.
But this guy, he's delusional. Okay, this is the biggest delusional guy I think I don't know, Dr. Elam was kind of delusional too. Okay, him and Dr. Elam are the two most delusional men I've ever met, but I think he's more delusional than Dr. Elam. He is doing everything she's saying that was distasteful that she saw him doing with another woman. He is now doing towards her. Dude, you're not listening. You're not paying attention. Men, you must be better listeners. You have to listen to women when they tell you the truth, whether you like it or not. Being a man is learning how to take these things and move on.
Girl.
Or you a girl's girl? You know exactly what that means.
No, define girl's girl.
You're a girl's girl.
Define
so when
girl's girl.
That kind of mean you would choose a woman before you choose a man. That's what that would mean.
Oh, yes.
You would? Okay.
But she's going to relate to a woman first.
Let's go down here.
I get that.
Your name and age.
Y'all gonna get it today.
Hi, I'm Shaylin,
Y'all
and
gonna
I'm
get it
30.
today.
Shaylin, what do you do?
I'm a nursing student.
And so why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm copping out. It's because you're short.
Okay.
And I don't like men that argue with women. All that going back and forth is crazy.
No
It
problem.
is crazy. And she's been on here before.
Okay.
Is she someone that's your type?
She's nice. She'll catch. But then again, she's a girl's girl. You
Keep
a
it
follower.
cute. Keep it cute.
You a follower, love.
Keep it cute,
You
buddy.
worrying about what I'm telling the next woman. You a follower.
Here you go, arguing
Worry
with
about what I
women
tell
again.
you.
That's
It's really
crazy.
not about being argumentative. It's about really letting you women know what's the deal on a national television show, YouTube.
We're not
right?
interested. It's okay.
It's all
Just
good.
take
You
it
don't
to
have
the
to be
chin.
interested,
Move
but you're
on.
going to listen to what I got to tell you after
Let's
you
move
say
on.
what
Let's
you
move
say,
on.
right?
Let's move on. Let's move on.
It's all fair game.
All right. Your name and age?
Hi, I'm Ty. I'm 27.
How you doing?
Ty, what do you do?
I'm an entrepreneur. I'm the owner of Fat Bar. I'm a lash tech. I do everything esthetician field, basically.
Okay.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
It's the height. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
No
for me.
problem. No problem. It's all good.
Move on.
Is she someone that's your type?
Not really, you know what I mean? But she's good, you know what I mean? She's all right. You know, I don't really like the weave. I don't like the lashes. I don't really like all that.
So what's the difference?
I like
of
to
the
keep it
height
natural.
thing?
You know,
What's the difference
what's the difference with what?
of a girl saying she don't want you for your height, and then you don't want
It's
me
just
'cause I
it's just
got
the
weave
same
and
fixation
lashes?
that y'all use in every episode.
So
That's
it's the
really
same
all
fixation
it's about.
of
I don't really
lash
care
and
about
weave.
how
Next,
I don't
thank you.
really care about the height thing. I really
Next,
don't
thank
because
you.
I'm confident about that.
Let's
but
move on.
you know,
Your name and age?
My
He
name is
is some
LaPortia and I'm
work.
30.
You said LaPortia?
Yes.
Okay. And LaPortia, what do you do?
I have a lot of trades. I'm a veteran. I'm a cosmetologist. I have a CDL, and I just finished school for cybersecurity.
She will punch him in the face. He better be careful with her. Come on, girl. Put him in his place.
Well, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I'm not interested.
Bam.
What is it? May I ask?
I don't really want to like have an argument with you. I just don't like the way you speak to other women.
there we go again. A girl's girl.
It's fine.
A girl's
Thank you.
girl. I don't really like the box eyebrows.
Okay.
So
They're not
She's
for you.
but
gorgeous.
you know, they
They're
definitely not for me, baby.
Exactly.
You hear me?
Your name and age?
My name is Annalicious. I'm 28 years old, and I work for Dynasty Financial Services.
Okay.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
So I've listened to all these people. If I was your woman by your side, I'm kind of getting cringed. I'm getting scared. My heart rate is going up. So I'm just, baby, stop. So I just had to pop. Sorry.
No, you don't have to say sorry, baby.
Is she someone that's your type?
Not really. But where you from?
I popped.
Not really. She's
Wow.
not really my type, no. She's another follower, a girl's girl, you know, so
But
don't- I don't
one thing,
think
you
that's
look
good.
beautiful. I
Thank you.
love the style, the
Thank
fit,
you.
snatched.
Thank you.
So you did a
Thank
good
you.
job, and you work out. So it shows that you're dedicated to being a hard worker.
He's so unsure of who
appreciate
he
that. Thank
is. Like, we'll make a comment in a moment.
Let's come back.
10, just like that.
Brian, we always trying to find you love. What's
all
going
good.
on?
It's all good. You know, it's a miscommunication. It's misunderstanding.
you.
You know what I mean? And then they like to follow for the next woman and what she want to do and what she talking about. Be a woman. Stand on your own. Don't worry about what I tell the next woman. And it's really not about height in real life. They lying to you. They up here lying about height. They up here lying. But that's
All
what we're
right.
doing. It's all good.
All right, well, Brian, thank you for coming on. Let's go ahead and give it up for him, ladies. I'll take the mic. Thank you.
Listen, this is one of the most unsure men I think I've ever seen. Unsure doesn't mean that you don't know something. Unsure means that you have not accepted your own reality as far as your limitations. He is too angry, too mean to be with women. He doesn't know what he's standing on. He's trying to read their mind. He doesn't understand their personal preference is valid. Just like his personal preference, he doesn't like fake eyelashes, box eyelashes, weaves. That's a personal preference. I don't know why men have problems with that because, I mean, if she looks good, she looks good. I mean, it's just the bottom line. And of course, men, we say women put on makeup for other women and they just enjoy themselves. He's a short guy with an attitude, and you get that a lot. He's trying to stand up for something that he is not. He's trying to show that height is not a problem. For him, it really is a problem because he's defensive about it. If it wasn't a problem, he could have been like, okay, no problem, no problem. I'd allow them to have their way, the same as he wanted them to allow him to have his way. You can't be like that. When a woman tells you, gentlemen, listen, when a woman tells you what she doesn't like about you, and it's something you cannot change, then you just move on. Let's say she said, I just don't like the clothes. come back the next day and approach her with some better clothes. But if she say, you ain't got a neck and you can't change that, hey man, look, you have a nice day. Well, great. We hope you enjoyed this episode of An Older Man. It's me, Marvin Kane, giving you my reactions to Pop the Balloon or Find Love. And definitely, if you disagree with what I said, put it in the comments. If you like what I said, put it in the comments. If you have your own ideas or you're just itching, you're yelling at the screen, you're right, you're wrong, put those things in the comment. I want to interact with you because this is how I grow. I'm not here to know everything. I'm just reacting to what I see and then sharing what I know and based on my experiences with you through my life's course. Well, listen, thank you for watching us. Go to our website, our YouTube channel, and you can see over 900 videos on relationship. Lots of information there. And also, if you did like this episode, share it with a friend, a family member, or even a stranger. And definitely hit the subscribe button. Help us grow. My name is Marvin Kane. I am an older man. And as always, remember this.